Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the first stream in quite some time. Two, maybe 3 weeks.
At least 2 weeks. I think it's been about 3 though. Yeah. Yeah. Before Christmas was the last stream that we did, so it's been a little while.
Yes, and I don't even remember what we did.
And hello, David.
Yes, welcome.
I actually mentioned to Paul right when we were starting. I was like, "What about Evan?" Because he just said,
"He's not important."
Hey, Paul. No, I'm not important. It's okay.
Welcome, R Shark Productions. Glad to have you here. Hello, BrickPhasian. Hello, JB, and hello, Fun Brick Creations. Welcome. It's great to see you all. JB says not much going on this weekend. Six Flags is closed until the end of March.
That's crazy. Is that like a normal winter type thing, or is that a COVID thing, or? Interesting.
Probably a COVID thing. I've seen a lot of restaurants are doing no indoor seating.
Yeah, but until the end of March, it's a long time.
Yeah.
It does say Paul builds, and that is because he is building a set.
Evan will also
I might be building a
though.
set. I think I'm going to do this little brick that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Let me make sure the camera's in focus today.
Normal winter closing, JB says.
Oh, okay. That sort of makes sense if there's like a lot of snow or something,
yeah.
I guess.
Not something we experience.
No, we don't have that here.
BrickPhasian says hello from Spain. Greetings from the United States, but I'm sure you probably already know that. What are you doing?
Focusing.
JB says we had 16 inches of snow.
Nice. I was in Tahoe for the holidays, and while I was there was like over 5 feet of snow, and I was only there for like 7 days, I think. We got there was, little piles of snow here and there, but no snow on the roads or anything. And when we left, our cars were covered in feet of snow. It was pretty crazy.
Something is coming in through somewhere.
Yeah, it's just
very low.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But yeah, lots of snow, which was very cool. Because the past few years we've gone, there's not been much snow, so I made up for it this year.
Yeah,
for sure.
David says very busy in the old retail today.
Nice.
Yeah,
good.
You've been doing really good. It sounds like from what we've heard. Kind of makes us want to retail, but with how expensive things are here, it's really probably just not worth it. Soulflame says south of Belgium we get a lot of snow. Mr. G, wow, snow. Haven't seen that in the Netherlands for the last couple of years. Really? Wow. I mean, the Netherlands is pretty far north, right? Maybe that's just my American grasp of European geography. JB says this is more snow than we've had in like the past 3 years combined.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, Soulflame also agrees with you that how come there's none in the Netherlands. So, yeah, okay, interesting.
David says
it do be time consuming though. Yes, I can see that.
Has
for
your
sure.
ability to catalog and stuff been harmed by your time in the retail store? Also, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this, I guess. I was waiting for a couple people to show up, but we'll just start now because
like a military monk says, no snow in the UK yet, but hopefully. Hello, Sunita. Welcome to the stream. How are you today?
Been a while since I've seen you here, I think.
But been a while since we've
been here. Brick Outside the Box says, good evening, everyone.
Welcome. How are you?
I guess I should try and make this so that it can be seen. Does it have any identifying information? Yes, it does. All right, so this is the Sonic set here. Very cool. As Evan knows, when I was little, I was a very big Sonic fan, but we're not going to talk about that. I was a very cringy Sonic fan. It's very cool.
How many pieces is it?
Yeah, let's see.
Because you didn't know.
It's 1,125 pieces, so actually pretty decent. But yeah, I know I don't sound super excited, but I never sound super excited.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited about this, so I can't wait to build it. Last month was a very good month for buying sets. I also bought a couple Scooby-Doo sets. For those of you who don't know, I collect those. But then also this, of course, got released January 1st, so I had to buy it I bought it like 3 minutes after it went live. I was super worried it was going to sell out, and the LEGO website was super slow too.
Is it sold out?
I don't know.
I feel like it wasn't because I saw it in an email like 2 days ago of them trying to sell it. Unless it was just a standard email they pre-built. No, it's still available,
okay.
You didn't need to buy it right when you
No, but I did. All right, let's see what's going on. Dunder Mifflin, welcome. Sunita says, not bad. How was everyone's Christmas? Our Christmas was pretty good. Evan was on vacation, and I was here by myself.
So it was good.
Yeah, it was very good.
Funver Creation says it's 16 degrees Celsius in Australia at 9 a.m. Go up to the high 20s today as it's summer, about 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Very nice. Just Bricks says, I used to play Sonic 2 for hours on Sega Genesis. Set looks very cool. And David says, retail has hindered, or it's hindered when there's people here, but when it's just empty, I'm uploading on the upload cart. So no matter what I'm doing, something that's making money, hopefully. Or you're adding value to the store at least. Cynthia, welcome to the stream. How are you? Soulflame says, yeah, there were at least 2 main game console iconic figures, Mario and Sonic. Sonic was my favorite. I wasn't such a Nintendo fan.
Yeah, well, the original stuff predates me by quite some time.
That's pretty cool, the instruction booklet, actually.
Yeah, here, I guess I can show this off. It's like the
hold it closer.
Box art.
They have to see the pixelated.
Yeah, I guess so. The box art of the original Genesis games. And then on the back we've got Dr. Eggman and a bunch of different ways to say end, it looks like. But yeah, the original games predate me. Well, there's a fin on there, so I don't know, depending.
Oh, no. And he jumped up.
Oh, yes. Oh, no.
Is that the animation at the end? He jumps up and smashes it?
I didn't play the original Genesis version. I grew up with all the like Sonic Unleashed, Black Knights, all the 3D games, but and Sonic X, and I did watch the original Sonic from way back in the day, but yeah, a friend of mine and I, like 2 years ago, decided to rewatch the original Sonic, and it is awful. So awful that it's fantastic.
Here's a whole little history of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, okay, yes.
It's a super fast history. So there was Sonic the Hedgehog, then Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Oh, that's missing a bunch
Then
of games.
Sonic 3D Blast on Genesis. Yeah, it probably is. Oh, but 1991, it says A Star is Born. Sonic jumps into the gaming scene in 16-bit style. So is that when Sonic came out, 1991 then?
I assume so.
And 30th anniversary. So that's what this set's for, is the 30th anniversary. Very cool. That makes sense.
But yeah, let's see. When did I start? I played Sonic Unleashed, but there was other stuff that came out before that, like spin-off games.
But you better get building, because it's 1,000 pieces.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if I'm going to finish it today.
Yes, you are. He's going to finish it today. That's what we're going to say.
Okay. Do we have doubles? No.
All right, and then this is something I've been holding on to for a very long time. I think it was was this one of the freebies that you get? I don't remember,
but I think it was technically the stores, and you kind of just absorbed it. No. Which is fine, because there's that hidden side set sitting over there, and that's worth way more.
Again, if you don't build that soon, I'm just going to part it out.
I got to get Kyle over here. That's very hard. Which, by the way,
don't worry, there's only like 14 pages in my instruction book. Sorry, 22 steps. So we gotta keep that in mind.
I figured you watched the show.
One bag.
I have never called Dr. Robotnik Eggman. Yeah, I think it kind of depends on localization as well. Because in a lot of the newer games, it's also Dr. Eggman. So, because like they kind of just removed the whole like plot element of turning people into robots. I don't know, that
So it used
The
to
Sonic
be
lore is
Dr.
very convoluted. Yeah, it used to be Dr. Robotnik. When I was really little, I thought that they were two different people. So I don't know, maybe that is the deep Sonic lore, as they say. I have not kept up. Although there is a new Sonic game coming out, an open world one, so I may actually play that. And then they remastered Sonic Colors, which I still have yet to replay, but I bought it. It's just sitting on my computer.
David, big news. He said, I put in my application for an apartment 2 minutes from the store, crossing my fingers, and then he'll be officially a full-timer.
Wow, you
Very cool.
just go so fast. You crazy. Let's see, what else have I missed? 16 degrees Celsius in Australia. Funbrick Creation says it'll get up to the high 20s today as it is summer. It's about 78 degrees Fahrenheit. I always thought that Australia was a lot hotter than that. I guess it probably depends where you are.
There are parts that are hotter. I've for sure seen, watched videos where people are very hot, like things.
Let's see. Our Shark Production says that they like the 2x4 brick set.
Hurry up, I'm already on step 4. I'm on step 4 now. And page 4.
What are you going to do when you finish?
I don't know, because I'm almost there. Like, I'm 1/5
I like how the set
now.
looks like a screenshot of the game. Yes, it's going to be a very good display set. That's kind of what I don't like about the Mario sets. Is like a lot of them are like very very play focused sets and are kind of difficult to put on a shelf. But this one will hopefully fit on my shelf. Although I may have to reorganize stuff. I have only one shelf on a bookshelf in which I can display my Legos, so space is always very tight. Right now, the Mystery Machine and the Final Duel Star Wars set.
Do you still have the crabs and animal things on it?
I do still have the crabs and animal things on it.
Those were promos, I think, too. Those little bags, poly bags.
Soulflame says, yes, the Mario sets are more play sets. Yeah. Oh, here's a wonderful question. Kirk says, how has December been in terms of sales for Jabbit B?
You will see when the sales recap video comes out.
You don't want to spoil it?
No. And the video should come out on Monday. It was supposed to come out last week. Let me give you all a slight little update. So we're going to reschedule how we release videos, and we're going to try and stick to the schedule. Being no longer are vlogs going to come out on Fridays. They are going to come out now on Mondays. It's going to work better with our schedule in terms of having a day to edit. So the vlog is going to be from Sunday to Saturday, and then it'll release on Monday. For a while, it was Friday to Thursday, and then they released on Friday morning, which means it had to be edited Thursday night, like the same night after. So it just didn't work. So we're going to try to do Mondays are the day the vlog is going to come out for the previous week. And then Thursday, we're going to have some other video. So hopefully this week, we have a part out party coming out on Thursday. And then we have the vlog and the sales recap coming out on Monday, just because we missed a week last week getting that.
Doesn't this black look like a little used?
It does. It's not as shiny as like you would expect it to be.
Huh.
What's that, Jabbit B? Jabbit B is just a brick in the bucket. Just a brick in the bucket. Yeah, so our sales recap will come out on Monday. December was not November. We'll say that. And other than that, you will see on Monday when it comes out. What other questions are there? Background music is a little bit loud. I will turn it down a little bit. Fember Creation says it can get way hotter here in Australia where I live. A week ago it was 38 degrees Celsius, which is about 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's more what I expect.
That's kind of, yeah, exactly. Okay, I am almost done. I'm halfway done. So you just have a minifig built.
I have a minifig.
Not even.
And where the minifig goes.
Good job. Very good job, Paul. Wow, David says he has a wait list for sorters. That is really good. We have been slowing down on sorting.
Yeah.
Just because we have a backlog of it. But that's really cool that you have a wait list. We don't have any, although we haven't really spread the word very much.
No.
We've tried to keep it just to who we have right now. Haven't tried to expand necessarily.
Yeah. And this month we're kind of even trying to do it mostly ourselves. We just want to see like how much we can do. If we could be saving money by maybe just trying to do more work ourselves. So we're kind of slowing down this month just to like test it out and see how much we're able to add. If like we kind of just try to work through our backlog and stuff. So we'll see on that.
Mr. G says December was not November. Evan, 2022. I like that.
It's, are you going to put that in?
Should we put that somewhere?
In Evan's quotes? One of these days, I think you should read off some of the best Evan quotes.
Okay. I'll think about it.
On stream.
Maybe.
There's a notes document that is, how many years?
Over
high school.
Over 4 years, yeah.
Since high school.
Since high school then?
I think so.
Really?
I think so. I feel like it was. I feel like it was in high school.
Okay, then more than 4 years. If it was in high school, I don't know. In a while. It's been years of, as I would say, something stupid or something phenomenal. It would get added to the little quotes list. And yeah, some of them are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Some of them are not good. So, just depends. Some of them, I mean, I haven't read it in a very long time. Some of them probably don't make any sense anymore. It only makes sense for the situation it was in, which at this point, I'm sure not everyone remembers. So, yeah, I don't know on that. But yeah, I'm really close to done. Are you almost there? All right, I'll slow down a little bit. Yeah. David says, yeah, I've put some sweat equity into the business myself with retail, like 55 to 60 hours a week. Very nice. Makes sense. Christian says, fun watching you guys Saturday night here in Germany. Have a great weekend and see you again soon when I'm back in the USA. I was going to say, we don't ship your packages to Germany, Christian. Very cool that you are in Germany right now. Very nice.
You visiting family or just on vacation? If you don't mind sharing.
I mean, couldn't you be visiting family on vacation? Or is that not allowed? Is it not a vacation when you go visit family?
Oh, that's a good question. That depends on how much of my extended family is watching.
Yeah. Dunham Bricko says, David, you are a stereotypical business owner. You will work an 80-hour week to avoid working a 40-hour week. Yes, that is true, actually. But it's different because you're working your own 80-hour week instead of working someone else's 40-hour week. So, Kristen says, Christmas at home with the family and work at HQ during the day. Very cool. Lego Military Monk says, I still have 3,800 lots to check their location. Just had to inform a customer today that I couldn't find an item that they ordered and no one else has it in the UK, so I'm double checking everything. We have not done that in a while. I think since we put up probably this side of the wall, we decided it's not worth our time to go through every drawer and try to find a piece. Although with used, it's pretty cool because we have like 200 plus pounds that are sorted into categories. So if we're missing a piece, almost all the time I'd say we can find it in used. So we just go to the bin where the used has not been added to the inventory yet, and then we just open it up and we dig through a bag, and I'd say most of the time we find it, and sometimes it doesn't even take super long. Other times it takes way too long.
Yep.
But yeah, that's actually one of the nicest things. And then, I'm sure we have pieces on the wall that are not in the inventory that are just sitting on the wall, but
they usually they'll eventually
we'll find them at some point, yeah. Because when we're picking orders and the drawer looks weird or something, we will find those. David says, hey, I own 6 figures of Lego. Very nice. That is cool. I don't know if we have 6.
Well, processed, no. But if we count all the backlog and everything,
Probably not still. No, I don't think so.
but you got to keep in mind that the actual value of the inventory is what is like currently there, not what is sold, right?
Exactly.
So, sorry, what I was trying to say is the current value of the inventory does not take into account, like if we just closed the store and then processed everything, right? It would.
I don't think we're not at
No,
6
I don't
figures.
think so.
No, definitely not. We're, I'd say, maybe 3/4 of the way there. Maybe. Probably somewhere around there.
I've been wearing this sync.
It's the Adobe Max jacket, but it's the
Oh,
font.
okay.
David says I miss a piece daily. Almost always find one in the backlog. And yeah, Kirsch says you have more than $100,000 worth of Lego. That's insane. I agree, that is kind of insane. All right, I'm all done with my build. I think it looks pretty cool.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep up, Evan.
A little 2x4 red brick there. I can't remember if these actually come in different colors or if someone somewhere that I saw had a mock that was like building them all in different colors of 2x4s, and I thought that was actually really cool.
Does look pretty
and
cool.
This is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Yeah, I think it looks.
So
I like it.
Where are you going to put it? Because if it goes on your desk, it's never going to get looked at. It's just going to disappear into.
No, it probably
Your
is on my desk. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see.
I've seen your office.
Soulflame says Evan is the winner.
I think
You know what? I'm
we should do
excited.
an office cleaning update.
I'm excited because tomorrow I have a true day off. I'm not in here and I'm not working.
Yet.
I'm not working. So, I actually can take time to do something that needs to be done as opposed to working in here, which is exciting. Now, I may end up just coming in here.
The vlog.
Okay, I gotta edit the vlog. But other than that, I have most of the day off.
I think that Patreon, there's good Patreon content idea. You should clean your office and not cut anything. Whatever gets found, you gotta include.
It's all just what came out of the closet. So I just need to build one more
True.
shelf to put it back in because I took up the space with
Wait,
the...
all of that fit in the closet?
Yeah.
His office is.
No, it's like half clean now. It's half back in the closet.
Oh, okay.
But yes,
Okay.
all of it that was piled in there did
Okay.
all come out of the closet. Yeah.
Wow.
My office was a mess,
It looked like a hoarder's house.
mostly because it was all stored in the closet. It was all stuff that was in the closet. And then I was redoing or working on my fish tank, and I now have an auto water change system. So there's little tubes that are run through the house, through the attic and stuff, to the tank, and then into the office, into the closet, where there are 2 35-gallon drums, one that has salt water, one that has regular water, and I had to take everything out of the closet in order to plumb and pipe and do everything I had to in there, and then I just have not yet put everything back in the closet, or, well, actually I need to put one more shelf back up, then I can put stuff on the shelf. So my office has been a disaster for,
And it used to be so clean.
what would you say? I bought all the stuff to do that on Black Friday or that week, so it probably
Honestly, I don't remember.
Probably the week you got back. So like the first week of December, it's been about a month now where it's just been bad. You can't sit on the couch in there for the time being.
Well, all the tools have been in there since I was renovating the studio.
But that's clean in its little corner though. Not
Okay.
currently, no,
Okay.
not at all. But it was before.
Okay.
Before I started using them all and then didn't put them neatly away.
Are they going to end up in a space that is different from...
Yes, they're not permanently going to be in there. Okay. Actually, my dad wants some of them. So I guess I can store them at my parents' house.
AX10 says he's a
General manager of an aquarium service company and retail store. Very cool. Where are you located? That's super cool. Yeah, I have a 150-gallon saltwater tank, which is very cool. So far, it's a work in progress, very much so. It's hard, but it's fun.
It's been a long time since anything's had to be replaced, though.
Yes, yeah, nothing has died in a very long time. I think I finally got the water stable. Found a couple.
They have like a little progress bar using Sonic.
That's actually kind of cool. You're very far away from the end. Premier Aquatics in Atlanta, Marietta. Very cool.
Bit far from us.
That's a decent size. Yeah, 150 is pretty big. I also just got a little 12 gallon tank, which was pretty cool. Yeah. Archrock Productions, welcome back. Mr. G says, anyone in chat live in Denmark? Because I'm thinking of studying in Denmark. Nice. What are you going to go study? David says, I started selling in August 1st of 2020. We started selling December 31st of 2019. Technically, though, it is our first sale came in on January 1st. So we just say January 1st of 2020 was the first day of business, but technically that's not true. Kirsch, is that how you say your name, Kirsch? If not, sorry. Says, Evan and Paul, how many hours a week do you guys work your day jobs? Mine varies week to week. I would say 30 to 50, depending on what the week is. I wouldn't say there's a consistent week. No. Some weeks very little, other weeks I won't be home for a whole week. Like I don't know very well.
I'm usually.
I also don't get paid hourly, so I couldn't even go look. Yeah. I don't really keep track of my hours like I would if it was an hourly job.
I'm usually in here, and then at night I do like Uber and stuff, and then also school. So if you want to count school as a job, with everything, I don't know, probably 30, between like 25 and 30, and then yeah, somewhere around there. I don't know. We really need to spend more time in here. That's been an ongoing thing.
It's just hard.
Yeah.
Because this can't pay me what I make outside of it.
Nope.
Not even close. If it could, though, I would totally switch it over.
Oh, one day it will, but
hopefully.
Not yet. Yes, hopefully.
It's a little ways away. Oh, Just Bricks. Technically, yeah, we also started in 2014, I think. 2014? 2015, maybe. And then restarted-ish the end of 2019. Just Bricks, I haven't watched all of your videos, your moving videos. I saw your first one and your second one, where the van didn't work, and then I saw you successfully move in, but I haven't seen any. I know you posted a couple more things after that. How's it going in the new little space? Do you have a name for it? Like you had the Brickmobile. Is this the? You have a name for the building or the office? But yeah, super exciting that you got to move out as well into a space that is, for BrickLink specifically. A lot of people have also said, well, first of all, Bricknut, welcome to the stream. How are you? Nick also said, are you hyped for Wily and Roadrunner Brickheads, the LEGO sets released in February? I did not hear that those were coming out. No. That's pretty cool, though, actually. I hadn't heard about that.
I don't really collect any of the Brickheads, so not super hyped, but still very cool.
Funbrick Creation says, I started my store on the 17th of April 2020. Cynthia says, I'm working on consolidating my store with the new drawers I got. Nice, more drawers. Awesome. Oh, that's right. Just Brick says, calling it the Brick Kiln. That's right. Funbrick Creation says, plus started my channel on the 23rd of March 2019. Now 228 subs, over 93,000 total views, and over 520 videos. That's a lot more than us in terms of videos, I think. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Way more than us. I don't even know. I'm sure we broke 100. How long have we been doing this? 20? Oh,
but,
almost 2 years.
We haven't been uploading consistently for a very long time.
We probably have 100 videos or so. 520 videos is a lot of videos. That's pretty crazy. Happy Brick Life. That's a great question, and this is something I will touch on, or you will see in Monday when the recap, monthly sales recap comes out, kind of looking back in 2021 and talking about some goals that I preliminarily set without talking to Paul for 2022. But I don't know what are Paul like, because when I recorded that video, I didn't involve you whatsoever. So I just said, and I even mentioned in the video, warning, I hadn't talked to Paul yet. What would you say our goals are for BrickLink in 2022? Because
double the inventory, I think, space-wise. Right? I don't necessarily know if I have an exact lot part goal, but filling the garage would be nice. So not double, sorry, 50%. I think we can fit 50% in here, so I'd say that's a minimum goal. I'd like to go further than that and maybe
fill up the garage.
Yeah, I'd like to be moved out, but I think we'll have to see how that goes. Because I'd rather set an achievable goal.
Yeah. So we've changed a little bit of how we're working this year. So yeah, I think goals are a hard question. But
what have we done?
Well, so we've created. Well, actually, we've set meetings. So every Saturday, because we're both usually in here on Saturdays, we always meet on Saturday and talk about the week ahead. So what are our plans for, like we just did earlier today, what are we doing in this following week? And we're setting up a thing to make sure that those get done, as opposed to us just saying, hey, I'm going to do this, and then we don't actually end up finishing whatever this was, or we get sidetracked and do something else. So we're going to be held accountable towards each other to achieve the goals that we're trying to set weekly. So that's something we changed for this year. We are sticking to a more strict budget this year, which is hard because, as we find a good deal or something, usually it's just like, oh, I'm going to go spend all the money and get whatever that is. But I think now what we're going to try to do is more strategically plan out where the money gets spent, how it's being spent month to month, and then properly spend that money in each department wherever it should go. I guess other than that, we haven't changed.
We want to back our talk of, because we're always like, oh, you need to treat it like a business, not a hobby, and I guess we kind of want to not be hypocrites. So we're trying to really take things a lot more seriously. We both want to make money, more money, and so,
yeah, so
that's definitely a part of it.
That's salaries in terms of how we're being paid. That's part of the reason of the budget, because last year, we had a salary. Well, it was an official salary that we should be being paid. The problem is every time we
allocate it to something else.
Yeah, every time we go process payroll, it's like, hey, remember we bought those other sets? We just can't pay ourselves this month or this week or whatever, so we'd skip it. So we're trying to set it more focused so that we can actually be paid, as the work that we're putting
Axles
into
didn't
it.
used to click, right?
Axles?
Okay, maybe it was just the first time going in. That was weird because I was pushing, nothing going, and then clicked and then went in.
Maybe it just wasn't lined up? Just twisted a little?
No. I mean, it was like in halfway.
I don't know.
Huh.
No, I don't think axles clicked. Yeah. Wow, Fun Creation says I uploaded 60 videos in December. That is crazy. 3 or 4 videos. On average, I upload 3 or 4 videos a week. When I started a year or so, only uploaded 2 videos a week. Plus, I try to upload each day in December for fun. That's crazy. That's a lot.
Don't burn yourself out. But congrats to you for being able to keep that up.
Yeah. Bricknut says, I think I'm the only person here who is not a BrickLink seller. Mr. G is also not a seller. Soulflame is technically not a seller for the time being. Who else here is not a seller? Just curious. Kirsch says, wouldn't focusing on used instead of new Lego not bring you guys a lot more profit? So we've actually found that used versus new in terms of the profit margin at the end of processing everything is pretty close, actually.
Well,
it depends on...
That depends on how much you're paying for the bulk.
Of course, exactly. That's what I was going to say. It depends on the cost of what you're getting the pieces for. It also depends on what the value of the bin that you got is. Sometimes you're going to have minifigs and stuff in there. Sometimes you're just not. Sometimes it's going to be all Technic. Like, you never know. So it really depends. And the difference with new versus used is we can pretty much say on new, this is going to part out for this amount of money. That is 3 times what we paid or whatever. And in theory, if that all sells over the course of the next 2 years, we've made X amount of profit, versus new where it's a lot hard, used where it's a little bit harder to focus on that. But it just depends on, how much you're buying the used for, what's in the bin, if you're paying someone to process it versus if you're processing it, and then, when it gets added, when it gets sold and all that stuff. But we've found that I would argue, based on what we've seen, the numbers, similar-ish between new and used. I would actually think right now, just slightly, we might be slightly less. In a whole average, used has a slightly lower profit margin.
Yeah, but we're going to be fixing that pretty soon, hopefully.
Right.
So we are trying to
similar
resource. So
the only thing is, there's different pieces. You're not going to get a lot of pieces that you get in used in any new box, just because, and a new generally sells for a little bit more because it's in a new condition. Vincent's not a seller. Is it Axel? AX10 says, it's not Axel. It looks like Axel though, kind of. AX10 says, I sell on eBay, full sets, but not on BrickLink. Very cool. Bickle Rick, I'm new here, not a seller. Soulflame, yes, and also the content of the bulk, exactly. Soulflame says, I'm not the best at editing, but making the videos simple so I take longer to build than editing. That's smart. I don't like editing. I hate editing, actually.
You despise.
It's so tedious. It's very tedious. Bricknut asks, what sets do you sell, AX10?
These look like reasonable pieces to have extras of, right? Very high quantity,
yes.
But
yeah, and there's no doubles that I see, at least. Funbrick Creation says, plus since short videos come out, they're simple to make and upload. Plus, I'm looking for work. I have tons of time for YouTube and BrickLink. Very nice.
All right.
Bag 1 is done.
I guess I can go ahead and show what I've done so far. So we've got like a tree here. It's a pretty cool tree. Yeah. And then we've got a crab. Pretty cool crab. Not as cool as the orange animal crabs though from.
I like that one better.
You don't like my custom mock crabs?
Those aren't custom. Those are from the polybag.
No, but I customized them a little bit. Remember?
Yeah.
And then here we've got the Sonic display with the first Chaos Emerald here, and a ring. And I assume we're gonna get more Chaos Emeralds as we progressively build the bags. But there should be 7 of them. But I don't think there's 7 bags.
Now, I apologize. What are the Chaos Emeralds exactly?
They're like the, what's the simplest way to
Is it like a thing that you get at the end of each mission or something?
No. It's like a major plot point. It's the MacGuffin.
Okay. Is it a MacGuffin? Or does it give him powers?
Yeah,
or
I guess
something?
so. But like, it's kind of just, the plot of every game is X evil villain has stolen the Chaos Emeralds. Go.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Bricknut says, I hate it when there are too many extra parts.
Well,
Paul has a lot of extra
Hogwarts.
parts for Hogwarts, like a lot of extra parts.
I think they've been added now.
No, I think, did you, in the cup?
They may have. I may have gone through.
Yeah.
They may have been done when Evan was gone. Instead of doing what I was supposed to do. Another reason we've now created doing a weekly meeting.
Yeah,
I cleaned house, which was probably actually not that horrible of a use of time. Probably would have been better had I done Technic, but it was better than some other tasks. But I added a bunch of just random junk that was floating around.
Happy Brick Life says, sometimes I get negative comments that the new minifigs are already built. Have you had this as well? No, I've never seen any feedback. I've worried about that.
But BrickLink has changed their terms. It used to be
it used to be that I have been concerned though, but no, we have not actually had any feedback that's negative like that. Paul did, can I mention your negative feedback?
What was, How embarrassing is it?
No, it's not for BrickLink. You told me earlier today.
Oh, sure. I don't remember what it is, but
oh yeah, never mind. It's too late now. It passed.
Go ahead.
Paul got negative feedback on
Oh,
DoorDash
on
or Uber Eats
yeah.
or Uber or whatever.
Yeah, and they didn't leave.
Not good.
It's like when being a connoisseur of ordering food, I know how the review system works quite intimately, and there's like usually like a bunch of options when you like select either thumbs up or thumbs down, and it's like what could they improve on versus what did they do well, and they didn't select anything.
They just didn't like it.
I don't know what I did wrong.
Yeah.
But first bad review I've ever gotten. Very sad. But as for the minifigs, something that you might want to consider is on your splash page / terms page, probably on both. Maybe put somewhere in bold that all minifigs are come pre-assembled, so that way it's like much more clear what they're buying. And then you can always, if they actually leave bad feedback or it gets to a point where like you actually need to like escalate it somehow, it's very clearly spoken that that's what they were going to get, or written.
Kirsch says, I know it's not considered real Lego, but I sell Bionicle. Which Lego themes would sell well in conjunction with that? Well, Bionicle is Lego.
It's Lego brand, yeah.
Yes, and just like Soulflame says, Hero Factory and other large buildable figs make sense with that. I would also probably argue that Technic kind of could be that category, in my opinion, at least with a lot of the same similar connections.
Usually, how we sort stuff is Bionicle is part of the Technic category.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I just did Bionicle actually.
Yep. Cynthia says, I sell all my minifigs as built, but in my terms, or I have it in my terms, but no negative feedback. Same with us, I believe it's in our terms that minifigs come assembled. There are a few minifigs that aren't assembled that we have, but it's also easier, I think, for the picker, whoever's picking orders, to then, to be able to pull out the minifig and compare it with the picture if it's built versus if it's not built, and then they're checking and making sure all the pieces are there. So I feel like building it, while it does take slightly more time, I feel like it has a lesser probability of an error potentially. Of course, you could forget to put a backpack on a minifig. You could forget to put one of the little
I'd also be really worried about storing things together as well.
We do store a lot of them together.
Yes, but if
you mean in the same bag? Oh, yeah.
I'd be significantly more worried. Although I guess we could just store them bagged.
Oh, yeah. The ones that we have right now are bagged.
Yeah.
That are assembled.
What about
that
one
set, actually?
That one bin with like the bee or moth guy?
Oh, I fixed all that.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah. We had from... what was that set? An Atlantis? Is that a theme? Atlantis?
I don't know.
An Atlantis thing, I got a ton of them from Toys R Us right when it was closed down years ago. And there were all these little bug things. They had like wings. They could have short wings or extended wings. They weren't bugs. I guess they were like underwater things. I don't know exactly. But the way we stored them was we just put all the pieces in a bin. And then when you went to pick the order, you had to build them or make sure all the pieces were there. So what I did was I actually the other day went through the whole bin and I either built all the minifigs or I bagged the minifig parts at least and zipped them up. I think those are the ones also that aren't built. But at least they're assigned to a drawer now in a bag, so all you have to do is pull out the bag and you're good. But yeah, finally we got rid of those.
Do they come with the wings?
They do come with the wings, yeah, and they're already bagged.
Okay.
Yeah. Someone bought a couple of them actually, and I finally got tired when I went to the bin. I'm like, we got to fix this, so I finally fixed it. Corn666 says, I used to build them now only for eBay do I build them. BrickLink and BrickOwl, I keep them disassembled. Is unassembled a word? Not to make fun of you, I just was going to say it, but it sounded wrong in my head. To unassemble is a verb. No, unassemble?
I feel like, I don't know if it's actually a word, but I feel like you could use unassemble as a term to take something apart that is already assembled.
But disassemble also.
I feel like you could use, I don't know if it's a real word, but root-wise, it makes sense if you're doing it as an action or a state of something that is no longer assembled but was at one point.
Yeah, I don't know. Soul Flame also says, I've never had any negative feedback on built minifigs. Cynthia says, so I just got 2 boxes, 6 bags each, now of the Series 22 from Amazon for the personal collection, hoping to get a full set. 2 boxes, 6 bags, 12 total. Okay, cool. Of the Series 22. Series 22, did that just come out?
Dunder Mifflin asks, at what point do you deem used parts unsellable? Some parts are obvious, but others have small dent or a lot of micro scratches, and if I get rid of all those, I wouldn't have very many parts left. It's kind of just a gut feeling. I can't say we have like a certain rule. Like you say, some stuff is obvious if goodbye Lego military mocks.
I think the 22 fig is kind of cool. Or the Series 22. Oh, 2022 as well, I guess.
You're gonna collect them?
No.
But as far as like other stuff, usually if it's not shiny anymore, I do trash it.
Really?
Yeah, but by not shiny, I usually mean like pretty dull. The trash containers like right next to you somewhere. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's in the way. We do toss a lot of pieces.
Yeah.
But if it has bite mark, I would say micro scratches, no. If it looks like if you put it in a bag with other pieces and you shook up the bag for 10 minutes and it has all those tiny, tiny scratches, I think that's totally acceptable.
If you can tell without light shining directly on it at an angle, then I would put it in the trash. But if you can't, like you need to shine light and angle it, then usually I would consider it to be fine. Unless it's like a huge, deep scratch or something, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of just a gut feeling.
If you wouldn't be happy purchasing it in the used condition, that's also kind of how I do it. If I receive it, or if I have a piece I'm adding and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't want this, I usually wouldn't sell it. BJH9900 says, hey fellas, finally caught a live stream again. It's been so long.
I do think there are 2 types of plastic in here. Look at that black versus that black.
Yeah, turn this one around. See if the other side's just... But yeah.
I don't think that'll show up on camera though. But
although I would assume those are the same mold. Like it came from the same place, you know, in the same set, in the same bags even.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it has been a little while, BJH9900. Also been a little while for us. Thunder Muslim says, at what point do you deem used parts on it?
That's
yeah,
the question I just asked.
Corin says Dutch, by the way. Okay. Learned something new. I think that was in reference to the unassembled versus disassembled. I don't know. I don't know either. You're not wrong. We're probably, I don't know. Who knows? Just released. Yeah, I actually think the 2022 or the Series 22 figs are kind of cool. I like the little, I don't know what he is, but he's got the blue hat and he's like a jester and he's got a guitar. That was pretty cool. The chili pepper's kind of cool. They have a male figure skater, which is also cool. A chili pepper? I don't think so. No, look, he's got like, or she has like milk. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
I thought maybe it was a green.
The little winter like soldier thing with the shield that has a snowflake on it and the husky, that's pretty cool too. And a little toucan, that's cool. Oh, and they have like is that like a Paralympic athlete?
Oh,
is that what that is?
I think so.
Do they have a list of what these are?
Maybe.
I assume they have a list. Or somewhere has a list.
BrickLink.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look it up right now, but yeah, these are pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay, I looked it up.
Like
unassembled and disassembled are synonyms, so it means the same thing. Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Did not know that. Robot guy, first bag. Robot guy? Oh, I see. Cool. Soul Slim says I use that method as well, Paul.
Thunder Mifflin says there are some parts that look like used chewing gum. Yeah, what was it I was commenting on? There's something about the Technic brick category, like the bricks with the holes. It's got to be one of the most chewed categories, and I don't understand. I guess they just look really appetizing to kids. Apparently. Because so many of them just, every time I do that, like so many of them are just absolutely destroyed. It's very funny.
A Happy Brick Life. Give me 1 second. I will send a link to our cart.
Cheese McGriddle asks, hey guys, I want to start a BrickLink store, but I'm afraid of the startup costs and supplies. I already have the pieces to sell. Well, the pieces are the biggest cost. So, you're already a step ahead there. Right now, acros, which is the drawer units we use, are very, very expensive. But starting off, if you only are doing a couple pieces at a time.
Hey, we get a gray cart. Should we get a gray one?
What?
We get a gray cart. The ones we have?
I
Comes
think
in
we're
gray
fine.
too.
I think we're fine. We don't need another cart. We don't need to spend any money, Evan. We just talked about this.
We did. All right, I'm going to send you a link to the cart that we get.
I'll answer your question in just a second. Once he's
sorry,
no
the
longer
cart brand is Luxor. There are other carts out there that I'm sure are also great. This just happened to be one of the best ones. It had 3 shelves. I think it was also one of the tallest ones we could get, and the height was preferable. I would personally prefer like 2 or 3 inches taller, but I couldn't really find anything. Or maybe there were, but they were way too expensive. But we actually use these carts all the time now. There's times I wish we had 3 carts. Just because someone can be picking, Paul can be adding pieces, putting it on a cart just as extra table space, and I'm getting ready to add pieces or whatever. Carts are phenomenal, actually.
They're amazing for dividing things that shouldn't touch. Because if I have one BSX over here and one over here, I will put one on the cart so that there's 0 possibility of parts getting swapped between them.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was asking a question, and this is a question that you probably can help. Cheese McGriddle asks, hey guys, I want to start a BrickLink store, but I'm afraid of the startup costs and supplies. I already have the pieces to sell. To add context, I have 4 ATST Raider sets that I got on Walmart clearance and some poly bags.
What I would say is start with some shoe boxes, or what we call bins, but people call them shoe boxes. They're just
wrong.
these. They're little, plastic containers. They all come with a lid, or usually, at least from my experience, they come with a lid. Our lids are just over there. And get some Ziploc bags. And on each bag, write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or B1. This can be your bin 1, and then you have 50 bags in here. And then on top, you put another bin, that's bin 2, and then you have 50 bags in there. So, B1 or SB1-2. Shoebox 1-2, that's bin 1 dash bag 2, or bin shoebox 4-51. That's shoebox 4 and then bag 51 in that one. And then with that, it's very minimal cost to start up. You just have to buy some of these and some Ziploc bags, and that keeps your pieces organized. Long term, I think it'll end up taking longer to pack orders and stuff, but it also saves a lot of room, minimizes your costs. And then right now, I would also say just go to Amazon or somewhere and just buy 25 bubble mailers and
bags,
10 boxes, and some bags. Like, you can do it for the cheap, just to start.
And then as you grow,
then start to swap these out. Take the income that you're getting from selling the parts, reinvest 50% of that into more pieces, and then 50% of that save up over time to upgrade these. Or
because
something like that.
In the long run, those will slow you down a lot, but they will allow you to get started at first, which is obviously important. So, because if you don't get started, then you can never afford to buy the acro mills and stuff.
Cheese McGriddle says to add context, I have
I already
4
read that.
ATST Raiders. Are those the big ones? What's an ATST? I don't know what that is.
No, ATATs are the big walkers.
Right. Are those the 2-legged ones, the ATSTs? Are those the ones that are in the forest?
I'm pretty sure the STs
I could look it up real quick.
The Clone Wars ones.
I'll look it up in a second.
But anyway, Star Wars, if you got Star Wars at a good price, I mean, that will sell. Gray sells really well, so. So will the figs.
Okay, yeah, this is what I was thinking of.
Fidel says, hello, bros.
Hello,
Late
Fidel.
Happy New Year.
Yes, late Happy New Year. We didn't do anything for New Year.
No.
On stream. But Happy New Year, everyone. Actually, we worked on New Year. We were just in here
Yeah.
adding things because we were way behind. Dunder Mifflin Brick Co. I can get that information for you. The question is, do you guys have a number on how many people paid for the $4.95 shipping and your $3 fee? I think I asked this last time. We just did this. I want to say it was like 6% of all orders were small enough to pay the $3 fee, which automatically means they're paying the shipping. Actually, yes. 6% was that, and then our free shipping margin was 12%, right? Yeah, because it halved from 24.
Yes, yes.
12% of people reached the free shipping threshold at our new threshold, which is $50, and 6% of people are paying that $3 fee. This is based on just the last 100 orders from the time we checked. Obviously, I'm sure it fluctuates here and there, but yeah, about 6% pay that little fee. To me, it seems weird. Again, I know I've said this many times. I don't quite understand why they wouldn't get more pieces, unless they just don't read the terms, don't understand that $3 fee goes away when they spend $3, and they add the pieces to their cart, see the fee, and go, okay, whatever, and then just buy it. I'm sure that's possible.
Don't need anything else.
Exactly, or they just don't want other pieces, and they're okay with $3, so who knows. Lego Joe, welcome to the stream. How are you? Corin says, just installed 5 new drawer cabinets, time to expand. Very nice. We are going to have to buy some more acros, probably come like May, I think.
We still have some in storage, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Are those all big? Or
no, we have at least one more column we can do small.
Okay.
We can probably do a column of 3 small and 1 big on the bottom like we have right here. We can probably do 2 columns of that, actually, I think. I think we have 6 regular 64 count. We have also 8 24 count drawers. But yeah, we got a decent amount for the time being, at least. We also have a whole column you guys can't see, but that's totally empty. So there's another 256 drawers right there, which in theory is, what, almost 500 more lots?
That'll be filled up. At the rate we've been going recently, that'll be filled up pretty quick.
Yep. Yeah, which is good. Really good. Kirsch says, first, BJH990 says, just looked at the card, I can get one for $125 or a 2-pack for $298. Yeah, you should definitely buy the 2-pack.
Cards are awesome.
No. Do the math, Paul. You might as well buy 2 at $125.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Amazon has a lot of things like that, actually. Like the Acro Mills drawers come in multi-packs, but they're ridiculously more expensive than if you just buy quantity 2 of the other one. It's like really weird. Yeah. Kirsch says, how do you deal with a girlfriend when owning a Lego store? Is there a trade-off? Any experiences?
Not a question for me.
I don't understand the question, I don't think.
I think he means in terms of being busy owning a business. But you are already such a busy person. I don't know if there's really a difference where you're spending your time.
Specifically ask a question in relation to that. I don't think in general there should be any... If there's too much of a conflict in general with the fact that you own a Lego store and you have a girlfriend, then those are just the 2 things and there's enough of a conflict in the middle that it's not working, it might just not work. I don't know. Ask a more specific question for me. I'll try to answer for you. Soulflame says ATST. Those are the 2-legged walkers that get attacked by the Ewoks. Awesome. Yeah, I looked them up. Those have been at Walmart for a long time now, from what I remember at least. AT-AT, those are the 4-legged walkers that's seen on the ice planet. Hoth. Nice. Thunder Mifflin says, why did you change free shipping to $50? Just curious. So at $35, we had enough people hitting the free shipping mark where the increase in our prices was not making up for, so like we don't sell at the 6-month sales average, everything's slightly increased or more than slightly depending on what the pieces are, or minifigs. We figured if we increase prices from the 6-month sales average X%, this is when we did the math, but assuming how many people would spend enough money to get free shipping. We thought that raising our prices, what was it, 8% or something, was enough to justify free shipping however many packages we assumed would have to be shipped. And when I later did the math, it didn't actually, we were actually losing money on free shipping, and I don't know that us having a bigger order, shipping that out, was worth the having to pay for shipping. So now we've done the math. We initially, 24% of the orders we got were hitting the free shipping mark at $35. When the $35 was hit at that mark, The problem was we weren't spending $4 or $5 for shipping. Sometimes it was $7, $8, $10 of a $35 order. So now that $35 order is a $25 order, plus the PayPal fees, plus the cost of picking the pieces, you know, all these different things. So at the end of the day, just the shipping wasn't good enough, or we were offering too good of a deal that people were reaching it, and it wasn't increasing our average enough where it justified that for paying shipping. So we raised it to $49. Realistically, $44 roughly is the mark where it made the most sense, actually. Like, we weren't losing money and they were gaining free shipping and stuff. But what we actually just did was 49 feels like a better number. 44, or it was 44.30 something, I think, or I don't know what it was. Some weird number, but 49 in my opinion sounds like a better number to reach free shipping, so raised it to that. Now we have seen from initially we were getting 24 to 25% of our sales were reaching that free shipping mark. Now we're down half that, 12% or so are reaching the free shipping mark. We've also seen at the very beginning of this month, obviously we're only 8 days into the month, our orders are tiny, like $12. Our average is like 20, I think, right now, but a ton of them are like $10, $12, $13, which is really weird. And I don't know if it totally happened because of the free shipping margin, but also if you're going to spend $10 in our store, including shipping, I don't really feel like you were going to add an additional $30 to your cart to hit that free shipping mark.
No, but
just because it's so far away anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm not entirely sure if that, but we are no longer losing any money on shipping. I don't know that we're really gaining people coming to our store. It's kind of just a bonus for those who do spend enough in our store. And of course, the free shipping is only domestic that is free. We're not going to ship international free. It would just be way too expensive. But yeah, we changed it to 50 just because the margin we were spending more money than we were actually anticipated in the beginning. Cran, welcome. Cran says, hi from Vancouver. Wondering what's a good reference point to start seeing regular orders on BrickLink in terms of number of lots and or items. Example, 30,000 parts, 1,500 lots. I don't know what reference point or what your definition of regular orders on BrickLink is. I remember that we started reaching about an order a day when we had, what was it, like 65,000 pieces or something. I could actually pull it up for you real quick.
The back wall was basically full.
Yeah. So if I go back here, yeah, so we're talking about 65,000 plus pieces. At the beginning of the month in February of 2020, we started with about 65,000 parts. By the end, we were at 95,000 parts. The lots, 2,500 parts. So I would say 65,000 pieces, 2,500 parts, based on our data in February of 2020, which was before COVID, so before people were getting stimulus checks and anything else additionally. We were seeing that month 1.38 orders per day on average. So I would say 65 to 70,000 parts and over 2,000 lots, you might be able to see one order a day on average. Of course, that's not going to be every day you have one order to pack. It's going to be some days you have 4, some days you have 0. It's going to fluctuate.
That's, very much true even now.
Yeah, it totally depends. Some days, like yesterday, there was 1 order to pack. Today, all of a sudden now there are, I think we're up to 8 orders that have been placed since I shipped last night at 4:30 or whatever. So it doesn't really, also usually Fridays are fine. So the fact that there was only 1 order to pack and ship yesterday was very weird. And then like today there's 8. So it's very, very different. So who knows? Okay, let's keep reading. Where was that? That was Cran. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I don't think we've seen you before. Fumber Creation says, as I've said in the past, once I move, I hope to have more space to add more parts and more acros. Plus, I rejigged my inventory. I love that word. To make some more space and expand without taking up more space in my room. Very nice. That's something we've talked about, sort of, like moving things around. But I don't think we're going to until we're stuck in here and we financially can't move out, and then we realize there's a problem. And then we might redo some stuff.
I mean, we think we can fit like 50% more than what we have, and that should be fine.
I'm actually confident we can increase our inventory by 50% of the size it is right now, and fit in this space, no problem. If we remove this table and put another aisle here, or another whole nother shelf here, which could be an option, it wouldn't be great. We'd be shut down for a day or two, and we'd have to move things around. But then, technically, we could probably fit double what we have in here because, oh yeah, we could fit double. It'd be less comfortable now, and I'd prefer to just
well, and we might have
out.
to move some operations inside the house.
Exactly, because we'd lose the floor space to work in here. Rocky Sky Brick Store, Danny Jackson says, "Happy New Year, guys. Let's all have a great year." I agree. Let's all have a fantastic year, whether it's BrickLink related or not. Soulflame says, "Tell the girlfriend she can have the honor to work in your store for free."
Unfortunately,
that's
not
one way to do it. Corin says, you very, very slowly introduce her to the incredible amount of space you need. That is also a good way to do it. And Kier says some great suggestions here, guys, with a smiley face. Fidel says, I'm in Monterey with my parents. Here's where the Lego factory is. Last week, I tried to get close to share pics with the Discord server, but I failed miserably. What do you mean you failed miserably? Or you just didn't get close enough?
Had to break through security, got caught.
Corin says, I do free shipping over $50. 1 second. I do free shipping over 50 euros, but it is only the domestic untracked rate that's actually free. It limits the shipping expenses for them and for me. One question I have. Shipping within the EU to another country in the EU.
This is a question we've had for forever.
At least 3 weeks. How expensive is it for like the lightest package you can, like a 4, I know ounces aren't a thing there, but like a 4-ounce package, which is our smallest weight class here. What is it there? Like from, let's say, from Germany to France or
and
something.
Like, what is the stand, like,
yeah,
how does it
normal?
work? Do you use a like privatized shipping company like FedEx here or DHL, right, which is usually more pricey, or is there a like dedicated courier that, you know, does the package get handed from one national service to another, right, until it gets to where it's going?
Yeah, we were talking about this and we couldn't figure it out.
Because we've like looked at stuff and it's like $20 to ship something from like Spain to Germany.
Heavy Brick Light says 6 euros. Untracked is about 6 euros. Has to fit in the mailbox. The thin, okay, that has to fit in the thin.
Okay, so that is pretty
But that's
expensive.
essentially our bubble mailer. Yeah, for here, us, domestic, from even, I know the distance is similar, but from California to New York, but it is domestic, it would cost us $3.74, I think, right now.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And that's with tracking.
That is with tracking, true.
There's no
but
non-tracking
it never
option.
gets handed off to a separate company.
Yeah.
It is USPS all the way.
And we were just trying to figure out why it is so expensive.
Tracked is 9 to 12 euros actual package. 9 to 12, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's so expensive.
$3.75 to send a large letter UK to EU. But the 2.5 centimeters thick, though, is the key there. Shipping from Denmark to another EU country is $550, roughly, for 100 grams. Interesting. It just feels expensive compared to here. But I suppose if that's something everyone there is used to, then it's not really. It might be expensive in reality, but it's normal, so it's not really like a big.
Yeah, but it's still like just another expense.
Right, especially because like here, people do purchase one piece and they pay the $3 and then they pay the shipping on top of it. For you guys though, like, I don't know if they'd buy one little piece and then say, hey, I want this tracked and it's $12 or something for like a plate.
I mean, I guess the other thing too is it's just acceptable to not track anything because like.
But even tracking is 6 euros. Starts at about 6. That's higher than here.
Yeah, but like, if if we tried to not track our packages, it'd be like super weird. So many people would like think that's really sketchy here in the United States and be like, is it really going to arrive? You know, or anything like that. So
that is true. Corn says shipping is stupidly expensive here.
What about companies like Amazon and stuff? Does Amazon Prime do free shipping in the EU?
I'm sure they have their own network.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just wondering,
but like,
because obviously the same base costs would apply. You know, it still costs the same amount of fuel, same amount of trucks, right? And so I'm wondering how they make their margins, because their margins would be a lot smaller.
Well, Amazon doesn't make money on shipping.
No, of course not.
They just save money by doing it themselves.
Yes, but that cost is then not being deferred. They're having to absorb a larger cost than they do here, because like the base rates.
Prime is free?
No, I think he means probably per package.
Oh, no. If you have Prime, it's free shipping here too, yeah. Maybe Prime costs more there, or it just makes more sense for Amazon to be free Prime shipping everywhere. Or everywhere, depending where you live, but...
I made a mistake. I think.
Yeah, very interesting. Because like Paul and I were looking for shipping, and we were trying to figure out, what the cost of shipping there is. Just if it was like, if we were actually there, because we know it costs a lot to get it there. That makes sense to an extent though, because it's taken from one company and handed to another company. But then we couldn't figure out like UPS here. If we ship it, depending where it's going, I guess, but UPS will take it from here and hand it to UPS over there. But it's the same company. And then sometimes the last mile might be slightly different, but it gets there. But we were thinking like USPS here
does the whole thing.
But it's domestic. So if we ship it to there, it's going to someone else, but is it going to like a federal or like a country government-run postal service? But then we were looking into that, and it seems like most countries don't have their own postal service that handles packages and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We were just looking and we got all confused, and it just seemed
we could not figure out how to ship a package
from from somewhere in the EU to somewhere else in the EU.
Yeah.
I wish there was a cost-friendly EU pirate ship alternative. Also, you guys get free boxes and letters from UPS. We need to pay.
We do not get free boxes.
USPS, we do get boxes. Now, we don't get free boxes. Of course, it doesn't cost us to acquire them, but when we ship it, in that shipping cost, of course, we're paying for the boxes. Cost-friendly EU pirate ship alternative. It just sounds like there's no single shipping service that is EU-wide that just makes sense, though. I think that's why there's probably not a pirate ship thing although I guess pirate ship could scan all of the services.
Yeah.
But yeah, very interesting how shipping works differently over there. And now I wonder something we'd thought was maybe that there's taxes or tariffs or something where as it crosses borders, things get tacked on or charged, and that's why it costs more.
But I always thought
I don't know if anyone knows if that's
had a flat tax.
Yeah, I thought it was that's why I thought shipping within the EU would be easy, because it's the EU,
Yeah, I thought it would be much more similar to shipping within the United States, where you just
Steve says most EU countries do have a national postal service. Okay, so I assume that that's what, for example, USPS, the United States Postal Service, sends it to France, and then the France Post or French Post or whatever, I don't know what it's called, takes it and then delivers it or something, I guess, is probably what it is. I don't know. Funberg Creation says we have our own postal service and a bit expensive as I have to buy mailers and stamps. Don't get started on fees and VAT. Yeah. Soulflame says every European country does have their own postal company and other countries and unrelated postal services. Interesting, okay. And Steve says then they have to hand over to each other. That kind of makes sense then, because they each need to make their margin.
I'm just so surprised that nobody has come along and just
European country, not company. Okay, gotcha.
Created you know, a universal shipping yet as like a for-profit enterprise. But
I'm sure there are. It's just still not
yeah.
cheaper than, I don't know. Very interesting. Thank you for that good discussion on EU shipping policies or pricing. Is that bag 2?
This is bag 2.
Nice.
So we will not be finished today.
No, definitely not. It's already been almost an hour and a half.
Yep. All right, let's see. What have I missed?
It's easy to ship within EU, meaning there aren't any tax documents to fill within the EU, but it's still expensive. Okay. I guess that's true. We right now, well, I mean, it makes sense. If we ship somewhere, we have to do the customs information and stuff. So that's the benefit, I suppose, with shipping within the EU. Is you shouldn't have to do any of that, I think, right? DHL, DPD, etc. do that. I mean, they're a for-profit company. Just EU is not that united still. UK to Germany, Royal Mail takes packages to import center in Germany, then hands them over to D-Post. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's just it's the handing off that I suppose takes
so much time.
The time. And money, I suppose, too. I don't know if it's slow there, actually. It might not take any time at all. It just costs more.
Labor is expensive.
Dundermill from Britain.
Yeah, which is like really odd because, yeah, which is just kind of odd. I don't know. I like Star Wars a lot less now than I did when I was younger. Because, I mean, I used to be like super into Star Wars, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem to grab me as much as it did.
We appear to be having internet problems.
Yep. Let's see if I can see it on my phone.
Well, it went down to 7 viewers.
Oh, are we back? No. We are not back. Okay, well...
If you can hear us or not, I mean, I don't know, but we'll see. We might be here, we might not be here. Has anyone experienced buffering or might be my internet? I don't think it's your internet from Brick
No, I think it's ours.
It looks like it was ours.
Or YouTube's.
Or YouTube or something. I don't know. Video got broken, seems to work fine now.
Okay, we seem to be back. Okay, good.
I don't know what was wrong, but sorry about that. You seem to be back, says Corn666. The viewership's going back up. We were down to 6, now we're back to 14, now we're 20.
Okay, good.
I think it's fixed, whatever was the problem. That's good. Now I can hear and see you, just put in a lower quality video. Interesting. Kier says back. Wonderful. Okay, we're back. That's good. I buffering 2 videos fine, audio is stop and go. Interesting. Well, I think we're good now.
All right, but we might be almost done here. I don't know how light we're gonna go. But yes, the bridge is complete. It's a pretty bridgy bridge. Now I got to connect. That's not right. There we go. Okay. Hooray. There's a bridge and a tree now.
Wait, so what are those stickers for?
I don't know, I haven't had to put any on yet.
Right, because I thought, here, if you guys look, these stickers have like the printing of, oh, it's for these pieces here. They gave, they gave you the tall 1x2x5?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It's kind of a cheap out.
Yeah. All right, never mind.
Yeah, these are stickers here.
Yeah, that's sad, because you were building all the tiny little 1x1s.
Yeah. Okay.
That's true. Soulflame said, anyway, it's only the first episode of Boba Fett, because Disney does their releases from, I don't know, weekly releases, so it could be it could get better. I'm not entirely sure. Well, I think that's probably going to be it. I built this amazing little red 2x4 brick today.
Oh, I gotta put the next.
It also appears that our internet/quality is just going to, so who knows what's going on. But I built this little brick. I like it. I think it's cool.
And I built the bridge, tree, Sanic, and a crab.
Fidel says, I've been sorting pick-a-brick wall pieces I bought with my parents, and it's kind of fun. Never had any help with that before. Yeah, I think once I got people involved pretty early on. I like having help. Or I just made it more enjoyable for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Pick-a-brick can be fantastic. Greetings from Slovakia. Michael, welcome to the stream. We are getting ready to go, though, so you're going to have to go watch it from the beginning. And then when you see the internet start to go awful, that's when we pretty much call it.
Yep.
Of course, since I ordered a bunch of those easy sort of funnel trays that are just not available outside the US, paid more in shipping than the actual price. Very nice, very nice. Those are very cool trays, the little yellow ones. I think they came in blue, didn't they? They also come in blue or something? I think they had a second color.
I have no idea.
I'm surprised or something. All right, I think that's gonna be it then.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. And hopefully you have a good rest of your Saturday. Maybe it's Sunday for you. Not quite yet, but possibly. But I think that is it.
We're going to call it, yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you all in the next stream / the next video coming out on Monday. Have a good one.
Bye.